And yes, faking it is not making you happy, but on some level, maybe she wants you to think that you're a great lover, even if you're not, or maybe you are a great lover, but you're not doing it the way she needs. Regardless, she's trying to make you feel good. She's trying to, because she could have just like walked out of the bedroom. She could have done that, right? Made you wrong and walked out of the bedroom, but she didn't. She stayed and she faked it. Probably on some level, a people pleaser. Probably on some level, just faking orgasm is clearly selfish. Alana Pratt here, intimacy expert. Normally I answer people's questions. That one wasn't even a question. That one was like a statement. And that was it. That was the little, what my staff sends me. They send me your questions. And it was just a statement. And maybe that was the invitation. Do I agree with the statement or I don't agree with the statement? Or maybe it was just a projection and you're pissed off because your girlfriend is faking orgasms and all along you thought it was for real, but she's not, and you're pissed. Okay, so first off, I'm sorry that you're cranky. I'm sorry, probably underneath the cranky, that you're hurt. This was a question from a gentleman, and he's quite pissed, obviously, at his partner for finding out that she's faking orgasms. So first off, you have every right to be and feel as you feel. And I'm going to, once we feel our feelings of, yes, I acknowledge, I validate, you're hurt, you're mad, you're hurt. Underneath it, I'm sensing that you're feeling potentially betrayed, or maybe feeling inadequate. Like, why can't she orgasm? Couldn't be me, must be her, project, blame. But maybe there's a sliver of doubt. Aren't I doing it right? What's wrong with me? Why can't I be a lover that makes her orgasm and she needs to fake it? And then there's probably fear there too. Well, if she's faking that, what else is she faking? What else is she lying about? What else is she withholding? What else is she, right? It's not a fun tunnel to go down. So you have every right to feel your feelings, and let's get curious about what's going on as like an invitation, like as a gift for you to grow as a lover. I doubt she's going to orgasm more if you keep blaming her, right? Because that's going to make her close her heart. And women orgasm when we feel safe and open, not when we feel afraid and closed. So while you have every right to feel your feelings, blaming her for this, calling her selfish, is not going to get us anywhere. If anything, it's sad. It's sad also that she doesn't have the courage to speak up and ask for what she wants. Maybe she has, maybe she hasn't. And yes, faking it is not making you happy, but on some level, maybe she wants you to think that you're a great lover, even if you're not, or maybe you are a great lover, but you're not doing it the way she needs. Regardless, she's trying to make you feel good. She's trying to, because she could have just like walked out of the bedroom. She could have done that, right? Made you wrong and walked out of the bedroom, but she didn't. She stayed and she faked it. Probably on some level, a people pleaser. Probably on some level, just wanting you to feel like you won. But then probably going off and using her vibrator later, like disheartened and maybe feeling alone and wanting to connect with her own body and with you more. There's just probably a lot of no communication going on. So this is an invitation. This is an invitation for the two of you to get through your initial emotions, regulate, come back to center, open your heart, and say, hey, can we talk about orgasms? And I recommend a way. We do this in our Heartmates for couples and Heartmates for singles. So let me just tell you a second about Heartmates, and then let's go on with what this could be for you. I believe dating apps are designed to keep people single. So I've created the world's first partnering app where we become the one to find the one, which keeps the one. And yet, once we find the one, I want people to be able to keep and thrive with the one. So we have Heartmates for singles and Heartmates for couples. So in this curriculum, it's not just a dating app. There is the dating portion of the app, which will be ready to launch in Q4, Q1. We'll see when it gets all done. We're working on it. But that's one of 3 parts. The other part is an online digital intimacy curriculum. That is badass. That is results proven. It is all the work that I've done for 20 years in terms of healing the heart, becoming unapologetic with who you are, learning how to receive and allure amazing orgasms, being able to speak up and show up and risk and keep your heart open, and all of the communication skills. So that's number 2. And all the communication skills that I teach about here, we practice, and they're called conscious connection calls. And they're every single week. And what we do, so it's the dating app, the intimacy training, and the live conscious connection calls. So we have facilitators. We have pretty much the most deep, meaningful, oh my God, I've never thought about that, questions. So you'll be broken up into pairs. It's on a Zoom platform for 30 minutes of the hour call. And you'll be asked to speak authentically. That takes bravery. And you're going to be asked to listen profoundly without interrupting. That's difficult because normally we're not even listening. We're already 3 steps ahead of what we want to say, so we can be right, look good, stay in control, any of those kind of things. But the structure of our conscious connection calls is when the person asks the question, you receive the question, you speak authentically, and then they're only allowed to say, thank you. And thank you doesn't even mean I agree. It just means I heard you. I got you. Oh my God, that feels so good. Because most of the time we're worried about being interrupted, or they're going to justify something, or they're going to change the subject. Who likes that? Not me. But when you know someone's going to just listen impeccably with their heart open to the best of their ability, and they're guaranteed to just say, thank you. Oh, all the spinning goes away. You drop more deeply into what you know, and the connection is divine. So we have Heartmates for couples we have a couples curriculum and a singles curriculum. So all the way back to your question with, why did she fake it? She's so selfish. And again, acknowledging how everybody feels. I would encourage you to do some of these questions I would encourage you to sign up for Heartmates, actually, for couples, and begin once a week having the structure of these conversations so it doesn't lead to conflict or that same old fight that always happens. You've got, somebody holding the banks of the river. And questions could be, even though we provide them every single week at Heartmates, could be something like, tell me something about you and orgasms. Another question could be, tell me something that you're afraid to tell me about you and orgasms. Tell me something that you really love about the way that I provide orgasms. Tell me something that I could do even better. Notice how I didn't say wrong. What I could do even better about providing the whole experience for you to have orgasms. Like, get curious and stay open and don't justify, and truly have the desire to pleasure one another. And even just take orgasm as a goal, maybe even off the plate if there's really like an owie in the relationship. And let's just have it be pleasure. If you orgasm, great. If you don't orgasm, great. And let's just have connection to body, connection to one another, healthy communication, slow things down, and have pleasure. Sometimes that's just the reason why a woman does an orgasm, is she doesn't feel you're present. And so she stays in her head trying to stay safe. And then she fakes it. Maybe. I'm not there. I'm not even talking to either of you. This is just answering a one-line statement. And I'm trying to do a whole video about it. But hopefully I've shone a light on some different reasons why this might be happening. Hopefully I've shown compassion for both of you and peeled back the curtain of why it might be happening, and given you some various approaches, actions you can take to start telling the truth and to start having success around your orgasmic capacity in the bedroom. And the whole process, while initially uncomfortable to talk about uncomfortable things, I promise you that's the beauty of intimacy, the beauty of vulnerability and transparency, the beauty of telling the truth to yourself and to another in a way that's kind and up under one another. When that happens, relationships are solid. They grow closer over time, and you become one of those epic heartmate couples who inspire humanity. That's what I'm about being, creating in my clients, creating in Heartmates, and creating here on YouTube to the best of my ability. So if any of this resonates with you, first thing I'd like you to do is subscribe to my channel. It's something I rarely ask for, and yet I realize the more followers or subscribers I have changes the algorithm, and I can reach more people and support more people and love more people. So I would appreciate if you do that right away. Second, I also encourage you to go to my site, alanapratt.com, There is an intimacy blind spot assessment there, totally complementary. Whatever's going on with this orgasmic capacity or lack of capacity is an effect of a cause. And I'm going to say it's an unhealed, unresolved wound that is repelling the connection that would lead to orgasm that you desire. So go there, take the quiz, see what you discover. If you're like, oh my God, that's pretty spot on, then I invite you to take the next step and register for an intimacy breakthrough experience call. They're $97. They're probably worth $97 million because of what you're going to find out is I have my intimacy success advisor who is epic at showing you what your blind spot is, where you're putting emotional band-aids on the wounds that, if integrated, attract intimacy and love, but if remain unhealed over time, get worse and repel the very intimacy you desire. This is our superpower. This is what we're here to help you with. Don't ask me to cook for you. It's probably not a good idea, but this is my genius. This is why I'm on the planet. And so thank you for this question. Even though it wasn't even a question, it was a statement. Hopefully I provided the insight and the direction and the clarity that you require to change this. And not just get momentary relief, to get lasting change for the rest of your relationship that grows over time. That is my commitment. All right, much love to you.